As a foreigner in India, it took time for me to start watching Indian movies. But after years, I realized I have never watched Indian cartoons. So I started asking myself questions. Why have I never even come across them, I don't know, on Amazon or Netflix and stuff like that? Like, what is the Indian animation? So I decided to take the time to watch some of them that I found which are actually popular, and I will give my honest opinion on why I think they aren't popular outside of India, why they are not as popular as much as Indian movies are. So number one thing is that the Indian media is really huge. So there is no excuse of not seeing Indian cartoons outside because musics are there, if movies are there, and Indian stars are literally known worldwide, why shouldn't Indian animation cartoons be also known worldwide? And matter of fact, even until today, they are producing a lot of them. That's why can't I still see them outside of India? Let's go straight away to seeing some of them and maybe come with the conclusion on why aren't they that much popular. So the most popular ones which I watched something about them were Chota Bheem, sorry if I didn't pronounce it the right way, Return of Hanuman, and Vick the Robot Boy. Okay, I know there are a lot of them out there, but here's the major reason that I found that most of them, they didn't give me a vibe which could make a foreigner or someone who is not an Indian to feel so connected to the stories. And to me, to be so honest, this is not attacking any religion, but they seemed to be so religious centered that the stories also somehow sound the same. It's really hard, I think, for an African child to appropriate themselves a story in which there is less fiction but too much reality. Comparatively to so many other cartoons that I watch from outside, there is somehow a life of another child which might be an adventure, exploring a new country, being lost, being bullied or whatever. But here, it's somehow there is always a hero who is coming to save the day, and somehow there is the religion which is included again in the story. And that made me understand that these stories are a very good fit in an Indian community. They're sharing more cultural values, local values and everything, which is a very beautiful thing. But when it's come to outside, they might have a hard time to be relatable to other people who are not of the same culture. Yes, because I'm just giving an honest review, and I don't think there is anything wrong with giving an honest review, especially since I just asked myself the question of why can't I see a lot of Indian cartoons out there? I think one of the reasons might be because they are just not making yet Indian cartoons which could be sold outside or trying to catch an outside audience, which I think is the same thing also what happens with Indian movies. They are most of them made with the idea of having a local Indian audience, and sometimes it ends up happening that an audience outside of India likes those stuff. But I think there is still a long way until people who love animation from outside of India find interest in animations from in India. And tell me what you think about why Indian animations aren't that popular outside. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you next time.